Y'all, welcome to Keys to the Streets. I brought Tim back. Tim had to get out his feelings. He had to be heard because he hasn't been on in, I thought, 5 weeks. He corrected me in 6 weeks. So, y'all, let's welcome Tim back because you're an asset, Tim. I appreciate you coming on. You add that balance to me, and I
Round of
really
applause.
appreciate.
If there's a round of applause button, can you hit that so we can, it's been a long
Whatever.
time. Austin, how y'all doing?
We coming off of Father's Day, so I'm in my I love men phase right now.
That's gonna last all of 2 hours.
Anyways, what you do this past weekend?
I just been chilling. I've had some real time to reflect. It's Father's Day, has just passed, and so with that being said, I had the opportunity to reflect on my father. He's no longer here. Um, Crazy story. I got a crazy story. We'll share that offline. But yeah, I just had an opportunity to kind of relax. I haven't really been able to do that in a long time. Yeah, I just taken the opportunity to sit back, relax, maybe watch a little bit of football. That's about it.
Gotcha. I understand. I think that maybe that's what our ancestors wanted for us. Some people wanted to brave the sun, and other people wanted to rest. And no matter how you spent your Juneteenth weekend, as long as you spent it black, you won.
Ah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's an early morning. I had a late night, so. But no, I had a great time this past weekend. There was Soul Food Truck Fest that took up my Saturday. So I was there manning the stage, or one manning the stage, with the sound team. And it was a lot of fun. The stakes were high, so there was some stress there. But all in all, it was, a good. It was fun. It was hot. Like, I didn't realize how hot it had gotten. I think I
Yeah,
saw somewhere where
yeah,
it said maybe it got up to 106, and that was unbearable. So like I said, if you got out and celebrated, cool. We appreciate that, you keeping the tradition alive. But
for sure.
also, if you stayed at home and rested, we understand. I think the ancestors do as well.
Yep.
And you also spoke about Father's Day. Yeah, I'm sorry your father isn't here. I was able to call my father, and he crazy. Me and my daddy silly. So, but yeah, it was a good weekend. I think I didn't necessarily like that. Juneteenth fell on Father's Day. Fathers, the running joke, especially with black men, is that they always get the short end of the stick. So I'm
It
like,
is very much true.
to have to share that holiday, whatever. But y'all were celebrated. I saw it all over.
You have to share your holiday with freedom.
What better
That's not
way?
fair. That ain't fair. That
But
is not fair.
yes, what's happening. What I think you mentioned, we were talking offline, and you talked about the Martin reunion.
Oh yes. For the people that know me personally will know that I am a big Martin reunion or a Martin fan. I have been since the show came out in '92. The reunion finally happened, and I really enjoyed watching the reunion. I feel like, honestly, the reunion was pretty long. It was about an hour and 30 minutes, but they could have literally had 7 8 hours. That's how much content that they could have produced just off of that, off of the show alone. They did pay tribute to Thomas McKell Ford, which is really dope for them to do. What I really enjoy about the reunion is that everybody got their moment to shine. So Carl Anthony Payne, Tashina Arnold, Tisha Campbell, and of course Martin got his time to shine. But they also honored the guests, which was so dope. So you had David Allen Greer, they honored David Allen Greer. They honored Reginald. I can't remember his last name, but basically, Brudman from the Fifth Floor. They honored quite a few. They honored Snoop Dogg. They honored a guest, an array of people, and it was just good to see, man. I really hope that they find a way, and I have something written up from my heart on how they could possibly do a reboot and where they can take it from there.
Speaking of comics and reuniting or rekindling and burying the hatchet, if you will, Monique. I don't know if you saw Monique this past weekend.
Oh, wow.
Apologized to DL Hughley. But I mean, I guess once you $50 million richer, you feeling a lot nicer to a lot of different people, you know?
Yeah.
It was also announced that she got that settlement with Netflix for the discrimination for the $50 million. I don't know. If I'm $50 million richer, you might not get that apology, but that's just me. But, you know, wrong is wrong. And I do think, you know, what she said about DL Hughley's wife, you know, I think that definitely was worth an apology. So, you know, like I said, when you're wrong, no one is above being corrected, no matter how rich you just got. Yeah. So, yeah. But that's good, you know.
I'm happy to see that Monique was able to admit her wrongs. You know, again, she did get $50 million richer. However, you know, Monique, it's one thing for them to go tit for tat because that's what comedians do, and they've known each other for a very, very long time. And you hear comedians go tit for tat with each other all the time, but going at somebody's wife, going at kids, that's below the belt to me. And when you do that, you're setting yourself up for something else, and it just makes you look like an ugly person already. And to be completely honest, Monique doesn't have a great what's the terminology down
track record?
She does not have a great track record as it's going right now.
You're right. But I also think, you know, in her defense, she was blackballed and blacklisted. I don't know how, you know, she of course she has recovered from that, but at the same time, with that being said, they on those ends with, I think, what's his name? It was Tyler Perry, it was Oprah, Lee Daniels. They all, you know, offered apologies as well. So sometimes, you know, both parties can be wrong, you know, for sure. And so I don't want to mix that up with, you know, everything else, because I do seem like they kind of monopolized and maybe shut her out. And I get that, because, you know, you friends, this your homie, this your alliances. So if you beef with them, you beef with me. But you know, it's not a lot of us in Black Hollywood, and so especially in Black comedy and movies at that caliber and that level. And so, you know, it's easier sometimes and better for the culture to put that behind us. But that doesn't mean you don't acknowledge and apologize, you know, when you're wrong.
Right. Most definitely.
But anyways, let's go ahead and get into our first mix, because, you know, Soul City been bringing us some mixes.
Okay.
I know, you know, you ain't been on the episodes, but you've been listening, because clearly, you know, what we've been talking about. I appreciate it. But yeah, we gonna get into that mix. Forget you, Tim. Anyways, now, you know, we gonna ask you some questions since you ain't been on in a while. What you got planned for the rest of Black Music Month? Like, when you getting out again, Tim? Because, you know, the COVID numbers, I did hear, you know, it was a little spike.
It's a little spike.
I know you be watching. So does that mean you shut in for a little bit longer?
You gotta wash your hands and mind your business. I will say this. I do look forward to getting outside. I do want to get in some water because it is undeniably hot. Yeah. I don't necessarily know, and maybe you can fill me in, because you be in the streets. You know, that's why the show's name Keys to the Streets.
Whatever.
So I would like to go and maybe hit up a festival every now and then, but you know, it's just, man, I just been kind of nervous. I can't front. I've been real nervous about getting on out there. I know the next major festival that I want to get out to isn't until August.
Got you. And
So
what's that?
that's a wild. That's like 6 or 8 weeks from now. So, I mean, we're blowing through the year, but man, I don't see anything super crazy until probably about August.
Gotcha. Well, I'm definitely going, be out in these streets safely,
Yeah.
as much as I can. And there's a lot of things coming up. Like, let's see. I think it's okay, bet. So just a rundown of some of Antone's events.
Okay.
They're going to have for July 1st, Big Rob with the Peterson Brothers Band. Have you heard the Peterson Brothers?
Unfortunately, I have not heard the Peterson Brothers.
You missing out. They're some young guys. I'm like, I remember when they were kids playing, but now they're adults playing, and they're brothers, and they have like this nice blues and jazz feel, but they put a young twist on it. So Peterson Brothers are pretty cool. Big Rob, a whole vibe. Like, we gonna have to get into some Big Rob just to give you a feel for Big Rob. But I'm gonna be in that thing. For sure.
Lighting it up lately.
Yes. Well, Intones is celebrating their 47th anniversary. So yeah, they have crazy lineups coming up. On July 8th, they have Devin the Dude with Alfred Banks and DJ Corrupt. So I'm gonna be in that thing with the OGs because my daddy's a Devin the Dude fan.
Oh my gosh, Devin the Dude! Ain't no telling. Look, people be sleeping on Devin the Dude. Devin
really do.
Has done a lot of stuff, especially for the state of Texas and just in Southern like hip hop in general. He's collaborated with a lot of people. He's wrote for a lot of people. So there's no telling who's gonna show up on that stage.
Exactly. Exactly. And then let's see, Empire's gonna have shows out the wazoo on the 28th. They're gonna have Rakim and Jizza.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay. I can get down with that.
And then yeah. That's crazy. I'm just like, that's Wu-Tang. Like Wu-Tang forever.
Forever.
And in July 22nd, they bring in Sean Kingston.
Oh, snap. Sean Kingston for the beer? Oh,
yes. And I think July 16th, IDK. Have you heard of IDK?
I have heard of IDK.
I really like him.
I have not been to an event where he's performed live, but I've definitely heard of IDK. For sure.
Yes. And then August 19th is the Scarface farewell tour.
Wait. Why farewell?
I don't know. Well, he's been having some health issues, and health concerns, and he's getting older. Maybe, he get money like that. I don't know. But they say the farewell tour,
The farewell tour? Listen,
right?
The last time I saw Face actually was on his podcast not too long ago, and he looked really good.
Well, I don't know. It said farewell. You don't know? Maybe that's just a part of the ploy to sell more tickets. We might think it's the last, and then it's a reunion. I don't know, but
yeah. I got you.
And then of course, August 7th, we got the R&B Summer Jam. So are you gonna be at that one? Are you gonna go to that one?
Count me in.
Okay, for Jagged Edge, Drew Hill, Silk, Next, John B, Jay Holiday. What you do?
Listen, John B. Hey, listen, Clay Thompson.
Clay Thompson Sr.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Austin has been cranking out the shows, y'all. Like, I'm really proud to have been a part of the scene as of late, but I'm really proud of everybody because, the pandemic happened, still happening. But I think people got tired of being inside this hot girl summer. I don't know how because it's definitely a cool girl summer for me because, don't invite me out to anything outside no more for the rest of the summer.
Listen, we just got past spring. And we had one of the hottest springs in 20 years. In 20 years, we had one of the hottest springs.
Sad day. But anyways, like I said, I hope y'all continue to get into things happening like just happening in the city, because that's what's going to attract more of us, keep more of us here, and build networks. So yeah, y'all, like I said, anytime. Oh wait,
You missing a show?
we didn't talk Drake's album.
Why did you just stop in the middle of that?
Y'all, tell us what you think about Drake's album. That's how we gonna give out the tickets this time. For the best review of Drake's album, his newest album, because we're gonna talk about it next time. Because, you know, honestly, I haven't even listened to it a full rotation because I feel like the hype is there. I don't like to listen to an album in like the first week that it's launched, you know, or released, because it just be too much hype around it. But yeah, so y'all, hit me up in my DMs, Twitter or IG, Airless, HEIR_LESS, and tell me which one of Drake's new songs is your favorite and why. All right, Tim, where can they find you?
They can find me at Tim Wayne on Twitter or Tim_Wayne on Instagram.
All right, Tim. I'm so sorry for the hiatus. We gonna have you back next week, Tim.
That's not my good. You hey, look, you the big
Don't
dog.
do me like that. All right, like we said, tune into Kings to the Streets. Grand Rising, you beautiful kings and queens. Y'all have a beautiful day.
Hey, make sure y'all drink your water. It's hot out here. And the first thing you drink in the morning should not be a glass of Kool-Aid. It should be water.
Bye.
It should be water.
Bye, Tim.
Bye.
Y'all have a good day.